Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Sundays Are for Football Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Justin Young. Today, I am joined by the remarkably charismatic and handsome Braeden Patin
You're making me blush over here. Oh my god.
and the incredibly humble and remorseful Bryson Yamada.
Yes, once again, good adjectives for
I-
week 3.
Once again-
Remorseful.
Yeah.
He did call you handsome too, so take what you get.
That's a good point.
We're echoing a little bit. I'm going to
A little.
problem fixed. All right.
All right.
We got one heck of a show planned for you today. Of course, we'll do the immaculate grid, talk about what happened week 2 in NFL football and fantasy football, the slew of injuries that happened,
Oh yes.
what to look forward to in week 3. But before we do all of that, I got some sad news to announce. Former member of the Sundays Are for Football Fantasy Football Podcast, Caden Covington, has retired. He sent a heartfelt message through Snapchat. I didn't save it, so I can't look at it again. So,
It was so heartfelt he forgot about it.
yeah, but he moved on to do better things. Not better things,
He
but
moved
different
on
things.
to become a computer science nerd.
I have
and get
n-
grounded by his mother.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's going to do in his free time now.
TikTok.
He can be our TikTok
He
manager.
could
TikTok
run, he
manager.
could run the TikTok.
Yeah.
Caden?
If
You
you're
hear
out
it.
there, I know you said you're our number one fan. I'm going
No,
to hold you
damn
to
well
that.
you're out there.
Yeah.
We're gonna need some videos soon then.
For sure.
But anyways, we will be Cadenless from now on. It'll just be me, Braeden, and Bryson.
Unfortunate.
But
Lack
let's not dwell on the sad news for a
Lack
little
of
bit.
diversity, but it's okay.
I mean, no, we're like pretty diverse.
But come on. Like, Caden
I
had-
understand he added an extra layer to that. But
He was the ultimate diversity.
He was Mr. Diverse. All right.
All right,
Anyway.
anyways, no more sad news. Let's move on to happy news.
I have some pretty sad news.
Is it the accident?
So I saw a guy in an ambulance today on the way here. That's why I was slightly late, and he looked rough. So we're gonna put some prayers up for him.
Las Vegas traffic. People don't know how to drive here. Anyways, let's move on to
Casualties.
the
Unfortunate.
immaculate grid.
Right.
This is Justin sinking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We got a few teams here, as you can see.
Dude.
Yes.
If
let's
Caden
go.
was here, it would be everyone else's favorite teams here except for me. But,
Well, no one gives a fuck about the Steelers. So
Shut up. Anyways,
That's
we have
why they
Braeden,
won.
the Cardinals fan, and Bryson, the Lions fan. You two,
two depressing ass franchises.
yeah.
that is a depressing history of franchises.
Fuck up.
Win it and losing in overtime. Let's go.
I've actually got a Cardinals Ravens one. If you want to start off.
Yeah?
I was thinking Kenyon Drake.
Kenyon Drake.
That's
a good
probably
one.
pretty common.
I the only one I could think of that would be more common was Anquan Bolden. So I'd say let's do Kenyon Drake.
Let's do Kenyon Drake.
Oh,
Kenyon
or do you
Drake-
want to do Suggs? Terrell Suggs?
Oh, Terrell Suggs did play for the Cardinals.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people might not know that. Yeah, that's only a 7%er
Terrell Suggs. I think it was his
last
year in the league. He decided to play for the Cardinals and sucked ass. But
year.
I mean,
7%.
just
a
look-
lot of people might not know that.
anyways,
Anyways,
look at that face.
so you two want to combine on a killer Cardinals Lions player?
Well, looking at this, I have one guy in mind, but I don't know if he played for the Cardinals.
Okay.
Did Adrian Peterson play for the
He
Cardinals?
did play
did.
for the Cardinals.
He did.
He
Adrian
played for
Peterson-
damn near everyone, but
Yeah.
Was a Lion last year. Oof.
That's a little
pre-
common.
Adrian
too
Peterson.
common.
I think I could have come up with a.
You probably could have.
But
It's not mine.
I'm not here to judge.
No,
what
if
el-
it's I only got recent
Once
guys.
again, I think we could have done Anquan Bolden and it would have worked out.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Cardinal first team All Pro. You want to go back to like the 70s for this one? Or, I mean, obviously, there's Fitzgerald. I assume Kurt Warner got it at least once.
Kurt Warner, Fitzgerald. I think Buda Baker did it.
David Johnson.
David
probably
Johnson definitely did do it.
But yeah, let's put him because a lot of people might not remember that.
Sad, super sad
Yeah, look-
story.
Dude, 3%.
Yeah.
He's only gonna be remembered for being involved in the D Hop trade, but this man was the first overall pick in the fantasy draft, and then he broke his wrist, and then he sucked.
Yep. Hey, it happens to everyone. Let's do.
It really doesn't.
I broke my wrist.
In the NFL.
We got a Raven and a Falcon. Birds. 3 of these teams are birds.
It's true.
Birds in the
Raven and
NFL.
Falcon.
Who else? Seattle,
Eagles.
Eagles.
Yes.
All right, let's move on from that. A Raven and a Falcon. Was Devontae Freeman a Raven for a little bit, or was that something I imagined?
Another sad
he
story of a
was.
running
I
back.
think
because-
he was.
Was he?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take one for the team here. And he was.
It was, I
Wow.
think, because J.K. Dobbins was out, so they picked him.
The Ravens,
Shocker.
Ravens
Shocker
back
J.K.
up
Dobbins
for-
was out.
They just pick up the most
Yeah,
washed running backs
washed, good for a
or
different team.
players. Yeah.
Happens.
Shoot.
Do a Falcon and a Lion. This is all you.
Well, I only have the recent one, Jeff Okuda, but from last year. But that's got to be really like high.
If we can't think of anything else, then we'll
That's
do
what I'm
that.
thinking. Is if it's nothing else, I can't.
Yeah, I'm trying to think in their history. The Lions for a while there just didn't really pick up players from other teams.
Nope, we did not.
when they maybe should have.
Definitely should have. I think Okuda is a
I
good
think
enough
that's-
answer. I don't
think
know.
it's gonna be high though.
I guess I'll get. Oh,
He never played.
has he not
has
played?
he
for
not
the,
played for
has
the
he Not
Falcons?
played for the Falcons. I think he might be hurt.
Oh,
Is
wow.
he hurt?
I guess so. He got duped by Bryson Yamada unknowingly.
On his own team.
Wow.
Just click on his Pro Football Reference. Yeah, he's yet to play a
No.
game for them.
Oh wow.
What the?
And
Okay.
Oh my god! Hold on, let's make.
Yeah, we're fine.
All right, we're good. Computer
Uh,
just had an aneurysm.
dang,
All
that's
right,
my
well,
bad. My bad.
That's fine. We'll skip
What
on
the
that.
fuck?
Let's move down to a Falcon first team All Pro.
Oh,
You think like Mike Allstott?
ankle injury. Unfortunate.
We think
Mike
of-
Allstott.
Yeah, not for Lions Falcons, for Falcons first team All Pro. I saved you there.
I mean, what's the most common answer? Probably Julio.
Mike Allstott was not a first team All Pro.
God, you guys
See,
suck
not
ass.
my fault.
But he
I
was a
had to-
really
Matt
whatever.
Ryan, Julio.
Well, I say we move on that. Let's try to get the 1,000-yard rushers. A Raven 1,000. Maybe we skip the Ravens 1,000-yard rusher because besides like Ray Rice and Jamal.
Shout out
Williams-
Ray Rice. Shout out elevators. Sorry.
I'm gonna. Is it bad for us to skip that? Because I haven't. Here's the thing. they
Who's the
haven't-
1,000-yard rusher on the Ravens?
Well, there was obviously Ray Rice. I think Lamar's done it,
oh, he has done it. He has done it.
but I don't want to put him. That's gonna be super common. I'm trying to think of like 2000s. I know there was
Robert Griffin.
Jamal Lewis, but here's the thing. It was either one of Jamal Lewis or Corey Dillon did it. But
I would guess Jamal Lewis.
then let's do Jamal Lewis.
Shit.
That was kind of common.
Yeah, he only got a. Oh, all right.
At least we got it. At least we got it.
A Lion 1,000-yard rusher. Did Kerryon Johnson do it that one year, or was he just
Carry on
close?
Johnson.
I don't think he did.
There's
that
no
year.
way.
Reggie Bush. Did he do it?
There's only one really obvious answer.
Yeah, there's the
Swift.
It's either.
I was gonna say
Swift.
Barry Sanders.
I was gonna
but-
say it's either Barry Sanders or Reggie Bush.
I think DeAndre Swift definitely did it.
Are we? No, but he
He's
he split time a
common.
lot, man.
Barry Sanders is extremely common. So I'm thinking maybe Kerryon
Kerryon
Johnson
There's no way Carry on Johnson had a 1,000-yard season.
at 641.
Not even close.
not even close. Well,
He-
what's
he
it
was
called?
that
We had
guy.
some bad years. I think we had
Some.
was it Abdullah?
Amir
Oh,
Abdullah.
nah,
he
he
didn't.
didn't
No,
do
but he did. I know he did not get it.
He
But
didn't do
we
it.
had some bad.
Joik Bell did not do it.
Was Amir Abdul in the league? Oh, he's still in the league.
Yeah. You know how those running backs hang on after they go to like 15 different teams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He
look at
had
that.
600. I think DeAndre Swift is probably the least
DeAndre
common.
Swift.
Barry
we
Sanders
can't
is going to
win
be like
here.
90%.
Are we Sanders?
We already fucked up.
I know we fucked up twice, by the way, not just once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do DeAndre Swift because he's gonna be too common. Sanders will be if he. Did I spell DeAndre right?
Is there an
You-
apostrophe?
I think
'Cause
there's
he's-
an apostrophe. I
'cause
think it's
he's
just D
from the hood or something?
All right.
What if I just put
D-
it
Yeah, it's literally
DA.
DeAndre.
like that?
He did not do it.
Really?
Really?
We'll
Really?
either put Bush or Sanders.
Barry
then.
Sanders, baby.
That's gonna be
70.
Try Reggie
77%.
Bush. They're not even gonna see
Yeah,
yours.
I was gonna
they're
say
see
it's
mine.
got to be.
Shit.
All right, 1,000-yard rusher, first team All Pro. Who do we want to fuck up here? Do you want to do like an Arian Foster?
Did he actually make first team?
He did.
He
And guess what
didn't
that
even-
was?
Oh, he did do it. With
He did
Detroit.
do it with Detroit by 6 yards.
Reggie Bush.
Reggie
God damn, I
Bush.
should have done Reggie Bush. DeAndre Swift. Goddamn.
DeAndre Swift didn't do it. That's shocking.
I told you he split time. There's no
With
way he
who?
could have
Alright.
done it. Well, last year he split with Jamal Williams, and the year before that we had Adrian Peterson.
He doesn't even come close.
That's
I told
stupid.
you.
I'm disappointed.
Anyway.
And then we
Fuck
traded.
DeAndre
We traded.
Swift.
Yeah, that's why we traded him.
He's gonna get it this year, I bet. All right.
Yeah. Anyways, You put Arian Foster.
Arian Foster.
You're gonna be shocked how low his percentage is.
Wow.
That's a 0.5%er.
I just
For a
wouldn't think-
369.
Who's a Falcons?
Oh my God.
So
My rarity score was 391.
that was
Oh my gosh.
absolutely abysmal.
Yeah, that was our worst one yet. We
Can we
still,
see,
we still have
7?
yet to get.
There's only
You see the
7.
Yeah. Check.
Jamal Williams.
Williams.
He did it
Bush
last year?
Jamal
I
Williams.
don't know who the fuck Kevin Jones is.
James
I coulda got
Stewart and
James.
Barry.
James Stewart. I don't know who Billy Sims is, respectfully.
Steve
Wow, Jamal
Owens.
Williams did it last year. That's what I would have. I should have.
You want to do like a check to see the Falcons and the Lions? Because apparently we couldn't think of it.
86.
My bad, guys.
God
That's-
damn it,
that's fine.
Bryson.
Just scroll down to all
All
players.
players.
We'll look through them. Do any of these
I
names
have
look familiar?
never. I've heard of Dwight Freeney.
Deron Harmon did it, but that was when he was washed.
Mike Hughes. That's a common one. I mean, a current one.
Recent, yeah. Looking at this list, I don't see
Okay, Matt
big,
Prater.
big names.
Oh, that is the one.
Mohamed Sanu.
Matt Prater was a.
Oh, Mohamed Sanu. I should have known that
When
one.
was Matt Prater a Falcon?
And Desmond Trufant.
Trufant, I knew. Actually,
So I got 5 out of the 86 regular people would get.
Sorry, my bad, guys. With Jeff Okuda,
that's fine. Technically,
Ankle.
he's on the.
he is on the team, but
Yeah.
doesn't count.
All right.
Julio Jones.
Well then, that was our immaculate grid.
Oh, I didn't
Abysmal.
think of Deion Sanders.
Well, yeah, we're trying to think of rare.
I definitely thought of Ray Rice. Shout out to Ray Rice.
I didn't. Was Ray Rice most common?
Yeah,
He sure was. All right.
I love
All right.
that. Man. I don't love what he did, but
Let's move on
Let's move-
to what happened. I'm gonna stop recording. What happened in week 2?
NFL.
No. Idiot.
Fantasy
Okay.
and NFL, Justin.
NFL.
All right, we
We
can go fuck
start
yourself.
with that. I would if I could. I take
Don't
that to
finish.
heart.
Don't answer that.
Let me pull up the spread. I'm gonna have to delete Caden's picks from the spreadsheet.
Yeah, Caden really let us down.
I'll
last
let him
week.
stick around this week.
No.
Let's scroll to Thursday Night Football. Now, you may be
Vikings,
saying we
Eagles.
cheated because we uploaded the podcast after the game had already ended. But let me tell you right now, we actually time traveled and recorded it Thursday.
We got our
Shocker.
discounts and everything. You know,
Yeah.
like we time traveled back to Tuesday or back to Thursday to get our whatever the hell you get, Justin, on Thursdays. Grimaldi's discount.
No, Ruby Tuesdays.
Ruby, my fault. Ruby Tuesdays.
And we picked the Eagles. Every single one of us picked the Eagles. Even the dead person picked the Eagles.
No, it's gotta be racist.
I mean, he's
Okay.
not. He's just dead to us. We will never
Wow,
see him again.
he's dead to us.
I'll see him when he comes to fix my computer in 30 years.
You're not seeing any TikTok time.
Oh man.
And-
Just no host.
Yeah, we all picked the Eagles.
This was an interesting. It was a good game.
Primetime Kirk.
Yeah, me and Braeden only watched a little bit of it because we watched the most we watched it was probably in Panera.
Yeah.
And
It was a good game.
what we saw, I wasn't very happy that TJ Hawkinson scored that touchdown in garbage time, but that's just personal bias.
That honestly made
That's
you lose, right?
Yeah.
Well,
But whatever. We'll get into the fancy aspects later. But Vikings, should we be concerned about them starting 0-2?
I think the only reason they went 12-5.
Yeah.
Or no, they went like 13. I think
13-4.
Yeah, the only reason they went 13-4 last year was because they got lucky in the one possession games. They went, I think, 11-0 or 9-0 or something like that. I think
Gonna be
half of those games could have went the other way, and they could have finished 10-7 or something like that. So I'm not surprised that they're starting off 0-2.
I think DeAndre Swift is going to be killer for that Eagles backfield, just especially with their offensive line.
Yeah.
That's minimum 5 yards a carry.
Yeah, well, they did have Kenneth Gainwell out, and so now it seems they don't know really. We don't know who's going to be starting next week, but I think it's going to be DeAndre Swift in that backfield. And
It will be because did they activate Rashad Penny off the thing yet?
The Rashad Penny was activated last week, but he wasn't good.
Oh,
I don't even think he was second in this backfield. Like,
interesting.
he didn't look good. So it's gonna be DeAndre
Well,
Swift's
damn.
show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, people got extremely mad on Twitter because they're crybabies of the Jalen Hurts sneak, nicknamed the Tush Push.
Oh yeah, because it's so dominant.
Yeah, but just stop it if you
And
complain about it.
then I saw something that said, "Why don't other teams do it?" And it's because the Eagles know they do something.
And then other teams did do it this weekend. I think the Falcons did it, and I think one other team did it.
It's just because the Eagles, their interior offensive line is,
'Cause
their whole offensive line is amazing. So
And people just like to hate on the Eagles because they're good. And if someone is good at something, or if a team is good at something, people will get mad at them just because they're good.
and then copy them.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah.
I mean, how much does your QB squat? I don't think anyone's squatting close to what Jalen
All I'm
Hurts
saying
is too.
is Joshua
Adam-
Dobbs can get down.
I think Kenny Pickett can do a solid 5 plates.
Really? He didn't show
No.
it.
He didn't.
We'll get into that later. Let's move
Anyways.
on. That was Thursday Night Football.
10 o'clock
Whatever.
games now.
10 o'clock games. Ravens Bengals. Me and the dead person picked the Ravens, and you two picked the Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you guys thought that the Bengals were gonna do something.
I thought
Maybe.
it was gonna. I thought Joe Burrow was gonna come back and we would see what Joe Burrow was really all about. And he didn't play terribly, but he
Mhm.
didn't play up to his mega contract caliber. So
They didn't really. The Bengals of old, at least where I watch them, they throw streaks and posts and deep stuff.
yeah, and
that didn't happen.
Jamar just blanketed these first 2 weeks. T. Higgins had a really good game.
Yeah, he did.
He
I don't like giving him credit.
Salty from the
had a good game.
Hate the Bengals.
Thank you. Yeah, they got blanketed. I mean, they still barely lost. Because I think the Ravens played well. Gus Edwards looked like DeAndre Swift of week 2. So
I found an interesting stat. Gus Edwards is 4th all time in yards a carry.
really,
Yeah,
Wow.
they flashed up the graphic last
Oh,
night on Monday
yeah,
Night
they
Football.
did. They did.
It was Bo Jackson, then Jamal Charles, then Nick Chubb, and I got curious. I was like, who's the top 5? Gus Edwards is fucking 4th. So the Gus bus keeps rolling.
The Gus bus is rolling.
I think he complements Lamar Jackson a lot better than J.K. Dobbins, because one's power, one's finesse, and with Dobbins and
J.K. Dobbins
Lamar, you
is
had finesse and finesse.
just freaking made of glass. So
Yeah.
wish we had Kane here to comment on that, but unfortunately he passed away. So
yeah, super AIDS happens. Yeah. Ravens, I think they're the team to beat in the AFC North. We'll see as the
Really?
season develops. I'm sure they've already been injured as shit. I'm sure it's only gonna get worse for them. So we'll see what happens.
just the
after
whole
that.
entire AFC
Yeah,
South. Or
Good
not
job,
South.
Ravens.
Shout out Ravens. Not the most impressive 2-0, but they're 2-0.
They are.
So
Seahawks Lions. We all picked the Lions. We were all wrong.
I think it could have went
Man.
either way. But
It really could have, especially with Hutchinson getting held on that last play
Oh,
that they didn't
yeah.
call.
Bryson?
I mean, what to say? Lost in overtime. Obviously it sucks too because Jared Goff's interception streak was also broken in this
Yeah.
It was
one.
on the line.
Yeah. He was just pressured on that one. I feel like, it was behind. I think it was. I have no clue who that
don't
was,
remember.
but he just threw it behind him because he was pressured, and obviously we just broke down after a while. But it sucks also to have David Montgomery out, and he says that it's gonna take weeks, but Dan Campbell says it's gonna take day to day, and so I have no
Really?
clue who to.
Dan
course,
Campbell is
Dan
gonna
Campbell said
personally
that.
inject
Yes, he
steroids
knows-
into the quarterback.
He knows how David Montgomery's body works.
Better than David Montgomery.
Better
apparently.
than David Montgomery.
That's not suspicious.
I think he also had a fumble in this game. If I remember correctly, and it was just it
Montgomery?
looked like it could go both ways, but obviously it sucks
That
to
is like a show.
lose the home opener.
I
But-
mean,
DK Metcalf was wearing the ski mask in the locker room after the victory.
Yeah, and then Tyler Lockett with a good game too. I mean,
did.
it just looked like he had a step ahead like both times, and so both times he scored. so-
Whenever these two teams meet, it's usually high scoring.
yeah.
This
I
time was
mean,
no different.
on the opposite end, that's a big win for Seattle.
Yeah.
To
they lose a stinker, not even
Yeah.
play competitively against the Rams, and then turn around and beat a good Lions team
in their
is
home
impressive.
opener.
Yeah.
It's a big win for Seattle.
Gino was on point. Metcalf, even though he got injured early, he came back. He was good. Lockett, as aforementioned, was really good. They just won.
Yeah, it just sucks. Hopefully we can bounce back in week 3.
That is the next week. Colts Texans AFC South matchup of the century.
Disappointed
Man.
Let's
in this one.
go.
I know I picked the Texans, and they absolutely disappointed me.
Yeah, you picked the Texans, and so
Go
did
Colts.
he who should not be named. And then me
Oh my god.
and me and Bryson picked the Colts. Yeah, I think how I saw the Colts play the Jaguars competitively last week. I saw Anthony Richardson had the best debut out of anyone.
Mhm.
I was like, I think they have a good chance to win. Shane Steichen, offensive guru, drew up some great plays for Anthony Richardson, especially that second quarterback touchdown by Richardson run. That was good.
But he did get hurt in that,
He
and
did. He
so
got
now he's in
concussed.
concussion protocol. But he looked good, and then also CJ Stroud on the other side kind of looked good. And
Over 300 yards.
I think it was 380 something, and
If only we had someone who could click on the stat. Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
384.
All right.
384,
Three-
2 touchdowns. CJ Stroud looks good, and they're I don't know about these Texans wide receivers, but they look good too.
They're young.
I think.
They're
yeah,
young.
It's just the
Pretty
freaking
good.
running.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
Unfortunately, their offensive line is bad.
Tank Dell.
And it got even worse when they announced like 2 of their starters were injured, and then like last minute. When you are an NFL football team, as a Steelers fan, there's one thing you do not want, and that is Kendrick Green starting for you. And that is what happened. He got the shit beat out of him, and I think it was a big contributor as to why they lost, because they couldn't get the running game going at all.
I had high hopes on the Texans. I still don't think they're terrible.
I
But-
don't think they're bad. They
but
just need a
they-
fucking offensive line.
And they need a defense.
Yeah,
But
that
I
is
mean,
true.
they let Gardner Minshew dot him up.
Well, yeah, Gardner Minshew, and I think he has like one of the highest passer ratings now in that game because
It's very depressing.
he was kind of impressive, but obviously I don't think that's gonna happen week by week. It's Gardner Minshew.
We'll see.
Minshew made it.
We'll see if Richardson is ready for week 2 or week 3. My bad.
Let's hope.
Yeah, you never want to see anyone get hurt at all.
Unless you're Spencer.
Yeah,
Well-
he got what it was coming with him with Aaron Rodgers. That's already been dealt with. Yeah, good job, Colts. Yeah.
No one cared about that. game.
Bears, Buccaneers. Believe it or not, we all picked Buccaneers.
Yeah.
I made a take last week that I don't think Justin Fields is the future quarterback for the Bears. He did nothing to try to deter these claims.
He
That
proved
man
it.
was ass.
He had some good. The highlights they showed of DJ Moore, he had some good throws, but then you see other plays and
pick
he just
six.
misses wide open guys. He throws pick sixes.
Do you think he thought Shaq Barrett was on his team for a second when he threw it to him?
Gee, I mean, shout out to Shaq Barrett because his daughter like died or something. But
Yeah,
Or
he did.
something. No, it wasn't or something. His daughter died.
no,
But he snagged it out of the air, ran back for touchdown.
Justin Fields, ass.
I will, even though I don't think Justin Fields is good, I'm going to defend him a little bit because their offensive playing caller, I don't know his name, ran the same play 3 times in the same formation 3 times in a row. And then on that third time, Shaq Barrett sniffed it out and got that pick 6. So the Bears, even though Matt Nagy is gone, it's like his ghost is still there because they are they don't look good at all.
Buccaneers 2-0.
Looking on the other
Yeah.
side, Baker Mayfield, man.
Yeah,
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans and Baker
mega
Mayfield.
game.
That connection is real.
not gonna lie, on that 70-yard catch by Evans where he didn't score because he's old, but he still got like a big gain. He kind of pushed off on the Bears guy, but I don't care.
Didn't know we had a referee over here, but
Buccaneers 2-0.
They are 2-0. Baker Mayfield looks good. Their defense is stout, and their Baker's weapons are probably the best he's ever had. I mean, he had OBJ and Landry, but those are kind of past their prime, OBJ and Landry. But whatever. Good job, Buccaneers. And Bears, you kind of suck.
yeah,
It's
tough,
real.
tough.
Chiefs, Jags. I said the Jaguars.
This was a kind of a boring game,
Yeah.
honestly.
You would expect
I had higher
offensive
hopes.
fireworks, and that was not what they got. I said Jaguars. The rest of the 3 people who are on this podcast, except for the one who isn't, said Chiefs.
Oh,
what
gosh.
were you expecting with the Jaguars? Because they
For
kinda
them to win.
they kind of stunk. Like they just
So did the Chiefs. Nobody played well this game.
the Jaguars didn't even score a touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's more the Chiefs defense or the Jaguars offense just kind of had an off day. But Christian Kirk apparently had a pass, so
And look at
I didn't see that happen.
Calvin Ridley too. Just I don't know if it
I
was
think he
an
had a
off game.
drop. I think he had a drop or 2 as well.
Well,
So
I believe he got eight targets this game and just 2 receptions on that is just
Yeah.
not enough for him.
Christian Kirk balled out though.
Chris Jones coming back, it honestly made a bigger difference than I thought he would because he had something crazy like a 43% pass win rush.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
1.5
Pass-
sacks.
Pass
Yeah.
rush win rate. There you go.
Look at this drive summaries though. I'm looking it up. It's
Kelsey had
a
it,
punt,
yeah.
punt, field goal by the Jags, then a fumble by the Chiefs, and a fumble by the Jaguars, then an interception on the Chiefs, and then turnover on downs, and now finally a touchdown by the Chiefs.
It's a hell of a game.
was
That's
hell of a game.
It's like Pac-12 football right there. Rest in peace.
Kelsey didn't even do much. So
Well, his stats were really inflated just by the TD. So
Yeah.
he's back, but
Is
not
he back?
might take some time to gel.
Yeah. But whatever. Not much to say.
Big win by the Chiefs.
I guess the Jaguars can claim they have a decent defense because they held Mahomes to 17 points. But
Yeah, but their offense.
yeah, whatever.
Ass. Anyway,
Good job, Chiefs. Whatever. Moving on. Packers Falcons.
Falcons.
Thanks for finishing that sentence for me. So Chiefs Jags. I was the only one who said Jags. Everyone else got it right. I was the only one who said Falcons. Everyone else got it wrong.
Ah.
Desmond Ritter. He played kind of shitty, but when it mattered, he
When it
took that
mattered.
ball. He ran that ball. He
Yeah.
passed for 237 yards. I think I said he was going to do that last
You said
week.
250, I think.
God damn it. I missed it by 13.
Yeah. I remember us saying this is going to be a good game, and it was.
It
It was a
was
really good
probably
game.
the best game from the 10 a.m. window. Bijan Robinson. Usually there's a stigma of drafting running backs in the first round. He is absolutely worth it. I thought maybe the split backfield with Algier would have like deterred him somewhat. No, he was fantastic.
They're working wonders over there.
Yeah, Bijan looks nice.
He's like a thick prime LaShawn McCoy.
okay. He just looks shifty and he looks.
Sean McCoy, but thicker.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
Yeah, this Falcons team just running it down teams' throats.
Okay.
Bijan
This
with
game got a little weird.
Bijan with 19 carries, Tyler Algier with 16, and Desmond Ritter by himself with 10. They just
Including
run the
a big
ball.
one.
Run
one,
the
that
ball
touchdown.
is the
Yeah.
game, literally. for
And
this
it
Falcons
doesn't
team.
even matter because it absolutely worked.
Falcons
Even
look
even
good.
even Drake London decided to make up for last week.
AJ benched him.
I don't blame him for doing that. but,
I
you
mean, I
know.
don't either, but
Yeah.
only downside.
Something that shit was that this game where that guy caught in the back of the end zone and his like his toes got in, but then when his heel
Oh,
touched,
Matt Collins.
yeah, that was-
Yeah, but that's also a rip on the freaking Falcons. Their paint job was also really shitty on that.
Was it?
Yeah, it was really bad. So that's why it looked like it was like half in, half out, like
Uh,
it was like half painted.
yeah. I guess I didn't understand the rule because when I saw it, he had possession of the ball, had both of his toes in feet toes
Touching the
Yeah.
green?
Yes.
in
Yeah.
bounds. I thought it was like that should be a touchdown, but I guess when he like set his feet down, his
His
left
heel.
heel
Oh.
touched the white, and I guess that's apparently not a catch, even though it happened after. Even with the
Interesting.
Jesse James incident, they still haven't defined what the fuck a catch is.
Jesse James, the Des Bryant.
Yeah. So
Only downside of the Falcons, I'd say, is Kyle Pitts. I'd be depressed.
it's not even his fault. He's just not getting the fucking targets.
Oh,
it's sad.
dude.
It's sad.
It's sad as a Kyle Pitts owner too.
I-
It's just sad.
You own Kyle Pitts?
I own Kyle Pitts. I mean, obviously, like look at this stat
do you
line.
want to own him anymore?
Look at that stat line.
Yeah,
Just sad.
got less than Jonnu Smith.
I feel like he would
Oh,
flourish in
man.
another team. But
that is
They
what he
did
has
spend-
to deal with.
Did spend a high pick on him
Yeah,
just to
Yeah.
throw him two times and for 15 yards.
and they don't even care because they still won.
Yeah.
Jordan Love looked okay, except on that when he tried to do that QB sneak, and he was the only one that moved.
Oh yeah, that one. He brought it back and it was over
Yeah.
before it even started.
He looked drunk is the best way to describe it. Yeah, but
Packers didn't even look bad.
they
but
didn't. I think both of these teams are good teams. I think the
Yeah.
Falcons have surprised me with how good they've been. But yeah,
Yeah.
congrats to the Falcons. I was the only one who picked them, so I get all the credit. Let's
Good
move
job.
on.
You want a cookie?
I
the-
absolutely,
in a 1-point
absolutely.
game.
Raiders Bills.
This was to be expected.
We all picked the Bills.
Yeah. I remember the Raiders scored the first touchdown of the game.
I thought I was like, shit,
and-
are the Bills? Because obviously they lost last week. I was like, shit, are they?
Yeah.
Are the Bills cooked? Are they dead?
And,
then
that was
nope.
that. As you can see, Trey Tucker led the Raiders in rushing yards with 1 carry.
Josh Jacobs needs to like have sex or something because he has not been him since he's
What
been
the
back.
fuck?
Dude, 9 carries for
For
negative.
negative
It's
2
so
yards.
bad. We'll get to it later, but poor Josh. He spent his first 2 picks on Nick Chubb and Josh Jacobs, and might as well throw Josh Jacobs on the IR at
Yeah.
this point. I mean, we'll get to it later, though.
At least Devontae didn't look horrible.
Devontae had,
That's the only
had a better
positive I
game.
can say from the Raiders.
Hunter Renfro,
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A legend, also had his first catch of the season and his only catch of the season.
Hey, look at that. Amir Abdullah.
Eh.
There he is.
Steadfast, never ending. Amir Abdullah. I'll be scouting these Las Vegas Raiders personally this Sunday.
Hey.
Hey.
Going to the game?
Steelers.
Yeah.
Steelers Raiders.
That'll be a showdown into the
It's
century.
Sunday
right there.
Night Football.
Oh, great.
Well, we could see. We can hit our picks later
Yeah.
in the show.
Yeah, we all know who Justin's gonna pick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways,
this
yeah.
game kind of made me a little angry because the Bills blew them out so early, so they kept just fucking running it to James Cook, and I was playing against James Cook, so it's just like
They kind of a loaded
these aren't even
deck.
meaningful yards. It's just he's just doing it.
Didn't know Latavius Murray was still in the league.
I didn't know he was until he scored the touchdown. I was like, because I knew it wasn't
Yeah.
James Cook, so I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, look, Latavius Murray scored it. Damn,
Yeah. If anything, Stephon Diggs had a bit of a down game, but
dude, fucking Gabe Davis. That man is inconsistent as bread.
Just like
I
Mike
re-
Williams.
as bread.
Everyone knows bread is inconsistent.
Everyone.
Let's move on. Good job, Bills. You beat the washed allegations by beating the shit out of the Raiders.
Yeah.
Chargers,
This
Titans.
was
Yeah.
my upset, and I got it right.
Yeah. And me, Caden, and Bryson didn't get
Don't
it
say his
right.
name.
We did
Oh,
not.
Sorry. I'll bleep it out. Let's call him fuckface from now on.
Oh
Uh,
gosh.
Yeah. Chargers, man. I don't know what the fuck happened to them.
Their
I-
offense looks so good, and they just lose. I mean, Brandon Staley?
They haven't had a turnover these first 2 weeks. Doesn't even matter. They've lost both weeks because their defense isn't great. Their play calling when it matters isn't great. Obviously losing Eckler hurts, and
I wouldn't even consider that a massive excuse against the Tennessee Titans, but
they should have won.
they should have won.
but-
Yeah.
Especially they got the ball first in overtime. They had every chance to win. They just didn't.
Yeah.
They lost. The Titans did not win. The Chargers lost.
I would just like to say too that
Fuck Joshua
Justin,
Kelly.
yeah, Justin was so confident in Joshua Kelly last week. He was so
No.
confident.
He said, hey, even if Eckler's out, I got the little counterpart, Joshua Kelly.
Joshua Kelly.
25 touches, 150 yards. or
He
something.
made sure to shout him out.
Yeah.
And
He got a personal shout out from Justin
Tell me
himself.
how the fuck Joshua Kelly got more targets last week when Eckler was healthy than this week.
I don't even
Stone
know,
Smart
man.
got more.
It's rough.
Yeah.
They have fucking auto-generated guys backing up Kelly, and they didn't even matter.
These are quite literally auto-generated. On the flip
Darius
side-
Davis, Elijah Dotson.
On the flip side,
And anyways,
the Titans,
most boring team to watch in the
played
NFL.
well.
Fuck. Except they actually went deep. I never thought I'd
They
see
did.
it. They
They
went
did.
deep a couple times. Traylon Burks got one of them.
Tannehill went 20 for 24.
Yeah.
He did.
He had a resurgent game.
We were
for sure.
saying thoughts of maybe pulling him this week, and then he just decided to play well.
Yeah, I
mean,
think it's more of the Saints defense.
Chargers defense. The Saints defense?
More of the Saints defense.
Oh,
Week
being-
one
okay,
really
okay.
just got to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chargers defense a little bad if you ask me.
Good win for the Titans for sure.
Chargers need to figure shit out. 49ers Rams. We also had Niners. Game was probably a little closer than I thought.
It really was.
Yeah.
It really was. Christian McCaffrey. It was to be expected. Everyone kind of did what they were expected to do,
Yeah, McCaffrey proved that he's probably the best running back in the NFL.
especially since everyone else is dead now. So
Dude, McCaffrey on the goal line, man, you just expect a touchdown now. It's
Yeah.
it's crazy how much he can do.
Brandon Ayuk got injured. Apparently it looked really bad. I wasn't watching it, but he came back and then didn't get the ball the rest of the game.
Yeah, I was listening to the game on the radio, and they were like, "Oh, Brandon Ayuk's down, and he's not getting up." And then literally a play later, "Oh, he's back on the field."
they
and
might have
we were
just
like,
used him as
okay,
a decoy or
D-toy.
a decoy.
Yeah, he just looked he looked shaken up the whole
I
time.
think I like him better as a D-toy.
Okay,
And we're not going to get
Anyways,
into Justin's fantasies. Tutu, we're not,
Kyron
or
Williams,
Puka
by the
Nacua and
way.
Kyron Williams.
great pickup.
Especially with all the drama surrounding Cam Akers, who probably won't even be on the Rams. Maybe by the time this podcast goes
I
up.
mean, we
Dude,
said that
he-
last year too. It's Cam
sucks.
Akers, and it's like a black relationship. It's always
It's bad,
bad.
but good for me.
Shout out the former podcast member.
Okay,
Yeah, Fuckface does have Puka Nakua, so if I said that right,
Yeah.
I think he set the record for most receptions.
By
25
far,
receptions.
Yeah.
15 receptions is crazy.
Yeah, and Louisville legend Tutu Atwell was there as well.
It's crazy too. Just watching this game, you knew who it was going to, and he still just caught the
He-
ball.
He was open.
Against
Yeah,
a
found the soft
great
spot in the zone.
defense.
and
great.
I was just,
He kind of does what Travis Kelsey does a little bit. Just find the soft spot in the defense. You'll be open. Stafford's
Yeah.
gonna throw it to you.
Stafford healthy looks good.
What are these
Yeah.
names? Dude?
Russ East.
Russ Yeast, Kobe Durant, John Johnson III, and Bobby Brown III. Akello Witherspoon.
This
Ah,
is the Steelers legend,
This
Ahkello
is
Witherspoon.
the Rams defense.
Yeah, I think the Rams overperformed last week. I think they have a lot to look forward to in the future.
I think so too. And they
Uh,
didn't play terribly against the Niners.
Yeah, better than the Steelers did against the Niners.
Oh,
They don't look the worst. So.
yeah. As we thought they would. So
good job. I guess both Niners and Rams.
speaking of the worst,
Giants, Cardinals.
Giants.
Oh
I don't know.
my
What the fuck?
goodness.
You two
What the
picked
fuck?
The Cardinals. Me and Fuckface picked the Giants.
No,
I mean,
I'm so depressed.
I'll say it. The Cardinals probably should have won.
Yeah, look at that. We were up 20-0 at
And then
half,
and then 28-7.
and we were up 28-7, or maybe even 28-3. And the thing is, we're just gonna be that team that gets too content. Joshua Dobbs played his fucking ass off, even though his ass doesn't have any hairs. He played it off. He played so amazing. James Conner went insane, and then fucking fat fuck Brian Daboll is just chilling over there calling plays, and Daniel Jones just keeps scoring. I don't know what's happening. Our defense sucks ass. I expected that.
it is.
Jonathan Gannon in his fucking white long sleeve shirt just took a seat and let our defense get fucking ran on.
Do you think it was intentional?
I don't know. I thought Jonathan Gannon wanted a job. I would fire him after this week. Joshua Dobbs is amazing, and our defense is so bad. Buda Baker's on the IR, probably just because he doesn't want to
Phantom
play
IL.
anymore.
He's getting traded.
He said, "Oh, my ankle hurts." Bullshit. You just don't want to play, and I don't blame
I
him.
don't blame him.
Kaiser White sees ghosts in the freaking middle of the field and just makes the worst tackles. I don't know what to do. I might just hang myself after that performance.
Wow.
This team just doesn't have that fire in them.
In the gut.
Nope, no fire.
No, sir. They took Ubers to the stadium, not buses.
I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking did. I mean,
All right. Well, if we want to give a more analytical take on this game, Daniel Jones had a good bounce back, even though in the first half he wasn't really that guy. But in the second half he was that guy, Danny Dimes. I think something like he was the highest graded quarterback this week by PFF. PFF fucking sucks and I hate them, but he was the highest graded PFF
not
quarterback.
reliable.
Yeah, Saquon he looked okay. Injured his ankle.
Did get hurt.
Took his legs out.
Yeah.
At least the Cardinals did something.
Yeah, they pulled the heartstrings of all their fans.
Yeah.
All 10 of them in the freaking stadium.
Yeah. But yeah, Connor played well. I thought the Cardinals' offensive line held their own against
Our-
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Our
and
offense
Dexter
looked
Lawrence.
good.
thought-
28 points is respectable. to get a
If you
win.
score
Yeah.
28 points a game, you should probably win.
Defense decided to shit itself. So
Yeah.
I like
that's-
Zach Ertz also looks really good too. Need pickups in the
I-
pickups in fantasy.
I'd trade him.
I was about to say he might get traded.
Yeah.
Assume he wants to win.
I assume he wants anything non-depressing.
Yeah.
Get out of the fucking desert. I don't blame you.
I think for fantasy too. If Daniel Jones can put up this on this Cardinals team, I think you could play basically any QB who's going to play the Cardinals and
Yeah.
have a competent starter.
Yeah,
And
Josh.
not wait for the Steelers to play the Cardinals.
Joshua Dobbs looks like that guy. He had a good game, in all seriousness, but
He looks like a kid who has cancer though.
all right.
All right, anyway.
Okay.
Jets, Cowboys. We all said Cowboys. I think we know why.
Yeah. I predicted a low-scoring game, and it was on one side.
I predicted Zach
Uh,
Wilson would suck, and then he did.
God.
He did. He didn't just magically get good, like a
No.
lot of us thought. So
No, poor Spencer.
3 interceptions is crazy.
now
And
it
if
is
you,
the
if you saw the interceptions he threw, it was like right to the Dallas defenders. Like, here you go.
it is the best defense in the league. It is Fergalicious. So I don't know what that is.
Is there Ferguson maybe?
Oh, Ferguson.
Look at this. Look at this Jets running backfield.
there-
Holy crap.
There was a reason why Wilson was forced to throw, and you never want to have Zach Wilson throwing it.
And
It's
there's
because-
some chemistry issues in that locker room right now.
Yeah. Once it happened to the Giants last week, happened to the Jets this week. They got down early. They needed to throw themselves back into the game. And when those quarterbacks are Daniel Jones and Zach Wilson, it is not going to go well.
Yeah.
They abandoned the run game, plain and simple. Once again, not what you want to do with Zach Wilson as your quarterback. And
Brees Hall got pissed.
yeah, I don't.
Dalvin Cook looked freaking homeless.
It's a bad-
Literally on the bench, shave. Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm dropping him. Like, sorry, relax.
Shout out Spencer Kim. It's a rough time to be a Jets fan.
Wherever you are in Ithaca, New York, I hope he hasn't killed himself yet.
Maybe,
Don't
maybe.
don't even become a Giants fan either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Not much to say other than Cowboys won.
Yeah, Cowboys look great as always. Yeah,
Probably the most exciting game this week was the Commies and the Bronx.
Commies Bronx.
Braeden, you were the only one who said Commanders.
I got some upsets this week for sure.
Yeah, even though there was holding on that last 2-point conversion.
Okay,
But no, I'll defend them once again. If you're the Broncos, don't blow a 21-3 lead, and maybe that doesn't happen.
yeah.
Russell Wilson was good. He finally broke out of that Nathaniel Hackett trance and played decently. Even if I wish he would have thrown it to Jerry Jeudy instead of motherfuckers Brandon Johnson and Marvin Mims, but whatever.
That's just funny.
He threw Marvin Mims like twice.
That was.
That's all he needed.
On the flip side, Sam Howell and Brian Robinson looked amazing. So.
I'm so happy for Brian Robinson after all he's been through, and he's looked good
Yeah.
these first 2 weeks. I think he's
Yeah.
been a top 10 fantasy running back through these first 2
Oh
weeks.
yeah, after the
He-
bullet, he just got some.
He now is
He
the bullet.
absorbed the powers, yeah.
He's the bullet through the
He-
backfield.
he absorbed something because Broncos need to absorb something. I don't know.
Yeah. Their offensive line didn't look great.
Yeah,
Javonte Williams didn't
did
look
the best
amazing.
he could.
Yeah, but it looked a little slow. Not mentally, but physically. it
The
looked a little
Broncos,
slow.
they're just missing something. I don't know what it is. It's like they
It's-
were missing Russ week 1. This week they missed everything but Russ. I feel like.
It's kind of funny. It's like when their defense plays well, their offense shits the bed, and when their offense does great, their defense kind of falls apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just let Brian Robinson, Sam Howell march up and down the field on them with a 21-3 lead.
Got the Hail Mary though.
They did.
I will say Russell Wilson's stats are inflated by a touchdown and probably 60
Yeah.
yards, but
The late
he will take it.
late touchdown inflates his stats, and dude, like even having Jerry Jeudy
He still
back,
played
and
well.
they didn't even really throw him at all.
He got
Look at-
5
And
points.
no one knows that
Yeah.
better than I do.
Look at
Eee.
look at this receiving core. Like there's just Russ is throwing to everyone.
Even
Even
Marvin Mims.
even
He's
Lil
spreading
Jordan.
He's spreading it. He's spreading it.
He's sprinting it. Even Lil Jordan's getting
except Adam
some.
Troutman.
I was about to say a tight end did not get a catch for them. Troutman
Well,
and
'cause
Dolchich is on IR.
Dolchich is on our.
Yeah, but Troutman was the starter anyway. They just decided not to throw to him. Whatever. Good job, Braeden. I guess he's the only winner out of this one.
You're just salty because
know
of
I'm
fucking
salty.
Very
because
salty
of
this
fucking
week.
Judy, dude.
They spent a first round pick on him. Then throw to him. Dolphins,
Doesn't mean
Patriots.
anything.
I don't know what I was thinking. I picked the Patriots. Everyone else said the Dolphins. I thought the Jaceki legacy game was gonna go crazy. Bullshit, it did.
It did
Motherfucker
not.
sucked.
Patriots look so bad. Justin again. He's making the most. Don't listen to Justin's predictions on these games.
I mean, you say that. I don't want to
I took
spoil
the
it.
Titans. I took the commies.
I don't want to spoil anything. I actually had the best record out of anyone this week in picking games.
Okay, we got the
Really?
easy game. Sorry, me and Bryson took some risks.
Yeah.
All right,
I took some risks. I picked the Falcons when no one else did.
it was a 1-point game.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Patriots.
I picked the Steelers when no one else did
That's for other reasons.
because I'm biased, but I picked them nonetheless.
Look at
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott's stat line.
I mean, they just gotta. Patriots just gotta give it to Ramondre Stevenson and not get down where they can't hand it off to him. 'Cause
I've
I
never
s-
seen one organization have so much malpractice in them. It's just
all right. That
Mac-
Patriots
Mac
defense
Jones.
didn't even play terribly.
shit. Their defense was good. Their special teams was really good. I like that blocked field goal formation they had with the guy running over there.
I think a lot of teams are gonna start doing that
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of
They're
athletic
sneaky.
guys that can do that too.
Yeah,
Only thing I liked about the Patriots was their uniforms.
sexy.
Really,
uniforms,
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't really like them. I
Really,
like
those are
practice uniforms.
sick. I
They're
would
the
love to
AFL
rip them off Mac
uniforms.
Jones. Good lord.
All right,
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
and see Mac Jones' beer belly underneath. That man is
Oh.
please bleep that out.
no.
Please.
Raheem
anyways.
Mostert looked good too.
He did.
He
Raheem
looks-
Mostert looked really good.
He looks fast
Yeah.
again. So
That's what he's known for.
yeah,
Uh,
good. Well, after injury,
for
after
him.
injury, he looks back, and especially because there's no one else really in that backfield with him.
Jeff Wilson.
IR.
He didn't play.
He's on my team.
IR.
Do you think he's gonna do anything when he comes back?
You're asking for my opinion on that one?
I'm asking for Jesus' opinion on that one.
Well, Chick-fil-A's closed on Sunday. You know where to go.
Woo!
Waddle and Hill look pretty good.
Go to Ruby Tuesdays.
You'll find him eating there. He'll stuff in his face.
This podcast got really sexual.
Watching some Thursday Maction, probably like Bowling Green versus Northern Illinois. Hey,
Honestly.
college football joke. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle look pretty
What the
good.
fuck is this episode?
See,
Yeah.
here's the thing: we don't have our token black man to kind of like keep us afloat.
No, we don't.
Well,
Fuck him though. He
well,
left us.
that's kind of ironic because.
All right.
All right.
Please
you know
leave
what?
that out.
I'll bleep it out. Oh, let's just move on from this game. Good job, Dolphins. I guess you beat the disabled kid and the fucking Patriots.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Let's
two
move
Monday
on
Night
to the
Monday Night Football. Dun 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 dun. Saints Panthers. Man, did I not watch this game?
I don't blame
think
you.
anyone did.
Only good thing about this game, Taysom Hill, BYU legend, looked good.
That man has a personal connection with Jesus himself.
Well, it was crazy too. Saints. It's like the same stat line from last time. Mike Williams. Oh, no,
Mike Thomas.
Michael Thomas. Sorry, Michael Thomas had some good catches early on, but then
Yeah.
after a while, just Chris Olave came back out, and then Rashid Shaheed coming out late in the second quarter, I believe, and so Derek Carr did not look very amazing. I don't think
He's
and
just kind
He
of been
looks like a
doing
game
enough.
manager.
okay. He's back.
And we're gonna ignore that one. He's just kind
What did I
of
say
doing
wrong?
enough.
A game manager. That's exactly what you guys are saying. Just doing enough. He's a game
Oh,
manager.
I thought you said gay manager.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought you said too.
I need to pronounce my M's more clearly. apparently.
Viewers at home, let
Or
us know
the
what you
lack
think.
of.
When I listened to it back, I'm sure I said game manager. Probably
This
just
podcast
yeah,
is
slipped through.
rated
You know,
R.
Chick-fil-A, they've influenced me. I've been eating too many of their chicken sandwiches.
This game, I watched the last quarter, and the Saints were up 20-9 until there was like 2 minutes left, and the Panthers made it somewhat
Garbage time,
close.
yeah.
Garbage time. Bryce Young didn't look amazing.
He's
He
so
checked-
small.
He's so small, but he just checked it down a lot. I feel like Frank Reich needs to let him just freaking sling it. Like,
Well,
Sling that thing.
he hasn't been like hitting it down the field too. Like
Yeah.
there was the last touchdown into to Adam Thielen late in that game too.
Good for
He was just-
Adam Thielen.
He was just checking it down. That's why I think Adam Thielen's gonna be like more of his primary targets because he's
Yeah.
so like he's just close range and even he hit Chuba Hubbard a lot too in that last drive too. And so like there's not gonna be a lot down the field I don't think for Bryce Young in this Carolina team.
it's going
but
to be a kind
He
of
needs some platform
boring
tweaks.
season
Yeah.
for the Panthers. They're 0-2. I feel like Saints, I'm feeling 10-7 just because of their defense.
Yeah.
Kind of type of year.
Yeah, we'll see. By the way, I don't think I said this. Me, Braeden, and Fuckface said the Saints, and Bryson said the Panthers.
Dang it.
All right, now the second and more interesting Monday Night Football game.
I'll let
the
Justin take this away.
Steelers in the Browns. I was the only one who said the Steelers. All three of y'all said the Browns. But for real,
Good
though,
for you.
so giddy.
No, this game was torture to watch. I'm parading, calling my shot, but no. Matt Canada is a fucking idiot who doesn't know what he's doing on the sideline. When he looks at his offensive play calling, well, he wasn't even on the sideline. He was in the booth, booth, whatever it's called. When he's looking at his fucking play sheet, it's either jet sweeps, slants with no pass protection, or fucking outside rushes with Najee Harris, who looks about as fast as a snail right now. So fucking fat. I love Najee Harris. He's a cool guy. I met him personally. But
And you just ripped his ass.
Yeah.
but, like,
and our defense, yeah, you can look at face value and say, hey, our defense played pretty well. No, the fuck they didn't. TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith played it really well. But Levi Wallace is fucking burnt toast. Patrick Pearson needs to go to the fucking retirement home. Joey Porter was in for like 3 fucking snaps. He had 2 pass breakups, including the game-winning one. It was not pass interference, by the way.
that was
Okay.
fucking pass interference.
Ball wasn't catchable. Don't want to hear it.
He made it not catchable.
When we actually...
he caused it.
that ball was halfway into the
He fucking
stands.
got
Yeah. When we actually threw it to fucking George Pickens, he was actually in space, was able to catch it, got a long touchdown, made good catches. Calvin Austin got 1 fucking target, made a good catch. Why don't we throw it to him more? Oh, I know why. Because we're running it to the sides with Najee Harris, and then we're throwing it screens on 3rd down. Matt Canada's a
I hope the viewers can just feel the rage that he's talking with. This is like pent up. I promise
That
you
was
this-
inflated because he got 2 like 10-yard rushes because the Browns defense was on crack because they had to keep up with Jalen Warren the whole game. Oh, fucking 3rd down and like 1 to if we get it, we seal the game and like 2 minutes left in the 4th down. Yeah, let's run with the fucking quarterback sweep thing with Kenny fucking Pickett. It's not Lamar Jackson back there. We don't have fucking Michael Vick back there. It's fucking Kenny Pickett. What the fuck were we thinking?
4 carries for -6 yards. Good job,
Anyways,
Kenny Pickett.
oh,
Steelers won.
Steelers
so
did
comment on
win.
the Browns.
Comment on the Browns. Deshaun Watson looks
He
absolutely
Deshaun Wa-
horrible.
he fucking sucks.
Holy.
Jerome Ford carried. R.I.P. to Nick
God.
Chubb. Looked
Dude,
absolutely gruesome.
Do not look at the video. It is
It was bad. He turned his leg into a 90
Yeah.
degree
It was
angle.
way worse than I thought it was.
Amari Cooper was supposed to be out before the game. Actually, does
always
play
tortures
this
us.
week.
He's always questionable,
'Cause-
and he always
Well,
plays.
he also had Levi Wallace and Patrick Peterson covering him the whole game.
Well, I heard he didn't even know he was gonna play. Amari Cooper.
he
was just
saw the
like-
CB1. Oh, I'll
Yeah,
play. I'll play.
I don't think our cornerbacks knew he was playing either with how open he was the whole night.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Yeah.
okay, Justin.
We won. But
One
if
and
we
one.
don't figure
Ugly
shit
ass
out, we will
win.
go 1-16 because that was the worst win I have ever watched. I didn't even get to talk about fucking Gunnar Olszewski, his catching that fucking kickoff in bounds, not letting it go out of bounds. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Where he toe tapped it. What an idiot. And then he got one other catch. He got fucking fumbled it immediately. Got a fucking concussion. Good for him.
He looked at there. He's like, "Hey, that's a penalty." No, it's just not.
As a Steelers fan my entire life, been watching since 2010, I have seen some bad Steelers players. There's been Dante Moncrief, who forgot how to catch a football when he went to the Steelers. Kendrick Green, aforementioned, could not pass block to save or run block to save his life. Fucking Artie Burns couldn't cover shit. Cody Sensabaugh couldn't cover shit either. Gunnar Olszewski is the worst Steelers player I've ever seen with my own two eyes. That man,
Oh my
for
god!
the 2 years he has been here, has done nothing but fumble the ball. He's like Ryan Switzer,
Is he
but
the one
worse.
with the long hair? The
Yeah.
long block? Yeah, he got lit up though.
Stupid.
It was just it was a long game.
It
too.
was because there was a lot of injuries. There was a lot of like challenges,
Challenges.
reviews. Yeah. Anyway, go Steelers.
Yeah.
I
Here
like
we
how
go.
he said more about this win for the Steelers and how he ripped the team for that more than the loss.
Because we
week
should have
before.
won this game easily. We had so many opportunities just to run away with it. But no, either Matt Canada was in the upstairs luxury
Aw.
box.
Steelers had 9
That's
first
crazy.
downs.
Yeah,
I
they-
know.
Browns have
They punted 7 times.
We were down by 3 entering the fourth quarter. We had -7 yards in the fourth quarter.
penalties.
But we won because
fumbles.
Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt are amazing.
Anyways,
whatever.
That was
the NFL this week.
That'll cap off week 2.
Let me look at our records.
What's our picks?
I went 11-5.
Wow.
By far the best out of anyone ever.
Fuck you.
But Braeden and Fuckface went 10-6.
Oh,
That was
Okay.
last week.
And Bryson?
Bryson had a kind of a stinker week. He went 8-8.
Woo!
500.
That moves our total for the season. Me, Braeden, and Fuckface are 18-14, and Bryson 17-15.
Ah.
Okay, so it's essentially pretty close. It's pretty close.
We're all within a game. Yeah.
All right.
All right, that was it for the NFL. We talked a long time about
We
that.
talked a long as needed.
Yeah, it
Whatever,
was
fuck.
needed. Let's look at fantasy. What happened
Do we
within our
wanna
league
look
this week?
at, oh, let's do fantasy. Yes.
Yeah,
Fantasy.
we do our fantasy then, and then we look forward to next week.
Fucking Steelers fan. Fucking Alex Highsmith, dick sucker. All right.
Dude, he deserves it.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Anyways,
Anyways,
fantasy.
fantasy football. Sonic and the shitty football players versus TJ's Trojans. My team put up a good fight, put up 130, but it was not enough for Jeremy getting 147. I thought it was kind of, we said it was all kind of ridiculous that he was projected 130, and then he proceeded to put up 147. So I guess don't doubt the power of Daniel Jones and TJ Hawkinson because they play pretty well.
That moves Jeremy up to 2-0, and Justin is 1-1 on the year too.
Yeah, but my team will be fine. I hope.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Like this
know.
147 is crazy.
And I put up 130 with having Joshua Kelly putting up 3.9 points.
I don't know. Last year, you're almost cage man. So
Steelers defense did inflate your stats a lot.
They were getting. I was still getting 110 regardless for a down week.
as much
with
as you
all-
ripped
all
on
my
them, they
players.
kind of carried you. But
Well, yeah, you're right. Moving on. Chick-fil-A. I guess Caden's not here anymore, or Fuckface isn't here anymore. we can't say it forever now. And then T Swifties doesn't matter. Braeden and the Chick-fil-A people dominated.
Chick-fil-A Hoodman.
Lamar played pretty well. Even with having Dalvin Cook in his lineup, he still put up 130.
Dalvin Cook, 0.2 of a point. I don't know. I don't even have any words.
That's better than his Deion Jackson, 0 points.
Deion Jackson would have been
0
Real
points.
RB2 showdown going on here.
Yeah, I think it's
Uh,
pretty clear. Zach Moss is now running back 1, and for that Indianapolis team, who gives a shit. Yeah,
it's the Colts. Yeah.
he should be concerned. That man is looking back-to-back cage man.
I think he fell off the face of the earth. Like I don't even think he's.
He won the chip, and he's like, I'm done. Like,
Yeah, I think he just drafted and that's it.
I mean, season's not technically over. He does have DeAndre Swift on the bench. He is getting Alvin Kamara back in a couple of weeks. So we'll see after that. Zay Flowers looked good. He'll probably get more targets next week.
I would just like to say I've been trying to trade this man, but I don't even think he's gonna answer. So, frick you, Noah. I'd just like to say that.
I mean, yeah.
Zay Wall. Good job, Braeden.
Thank you.
Okay.
Jonathan Taylor, 2 weeks.
That's true. Come back. Yeah, he'll replace Dalvin, I'm sure.
Dalvin will get replaced by a fucking
He'll
ghost.
come back
dude.
one
Dalvin,
week, then sit out the rest.
I swear to God, if that happens, I'm gonna commit suicide.
Maybe a shock to everyone. Team Watkins 2-0 beat Vic's Dog Service this week.
140.
Yeah. Even with Miles Sanders and Javonte only combining for 15, he had the power of that stellar wide receiver duo of Jay Jettas and T. Higgins going off.
Daddy Kirk.
Yeah. Kirk played pretty well. I mean, garbage time touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson inflated that, but whatever.
Good.
Someone's a
thing
little salty.
Yeah. But it was at the task at hand. Owen, forgot his name for a second. His team did what was needed. He benched Najee. Smart decision.
I was gonna say, good thing he benched Najee because you said that Najee usually does good on Monday nights and
Against the
5.3.
Browns. He always goes
And
off against the
he
Browns.
looked like a 95-year-old black man.
Yeah.
Can't even get up the field anymore.
No,
He
but
literally only runs sideways. It's hilarious.
yeah. I do think Owen, the only thing I'll say, his team looks really good right now. If he gets an injury to like Higgins or McLaurin
Anyone?
or Javonte, I think he might be screwed a little bit because his bench is not deep at all.
You wouldn't start Najee Harris on a week-to-week basis?
I think I would rather start Jalen Warren.
Damn.
Okay.
Put
Wow.
him more points both weeks. than
It's also
Najee.
rough being a Justin Fields owner at this time.
You would think a running quarterback who can also sling it a little bit would be better, but when that person's Justin Fields, absolutely not.
And you would think he'd start any other quarterback on his bench.
Well,
He has a plethora of options.
he did do
He still
better.
has Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he does. He didn't even put him to his IR spot. He just has Aaron
Apparently,
Rodgers.
there's this like new technology for Achilles surgery that Rodgers is getting that's going to allow him to be back by like mid-January.
He
So
said,
playoff time.
what,
If the
playoffs?
Jets even
Yeah.
fucking
If they
get
make it,
there.
but fucking Zach Wilson, I don't know if he's going to carry them there.
Chase Claypool looks
Inflated by 1 touchdown.
a little bit better though.
He got a catch.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, Pollard, Gibbs, depending on how long Montgomery out, Gibbs should finally reach his potential in points. Pollard's still very good. Devontae showed out this week. Both Devontaes showed out this week.
Devonta.
Yeah,
Let's see some racism here, Justin.
they're spelled
Devontae.
differently.
Devontae
And
Smith.
One of them has 2 capitals. One of them only has 1.
Yeah.
That's whatever. Yeah, good job, Owen. Let's move on to Owen has a Bijana versus African American fuckface. Fuckface 1 beat AJ. AJ's 0-2. Should we be concerned?
He's just getting severely unlucky.
Very.
He lost by 4. I think he scored. He did only score 84 in week 1.
Alexander Madison.
He's not helped by that at all. I think he's not looked good for the first 2 weeks. So
He might have to move Drake London back to that flex, and he might score 0 next week as well.
Drake London, 18.7 points, 6 receptions, 67 yards, and a touchdown. Wow.
Yeah.
After getting 0 last week. So AJ would have won if you put him in his lineup.
But
Yeah, he would have.
also, let's be real. If Fuckface didn't have Puka, I think his season would already be screwed.
Fuckface and a Puka.
Every time.
Yeah, his team is literally African American plus Puka.
God, that fucking running back duo. That is atrocious to look at. That's a you know how like there's a saying that's like
bad.
That's a sight for sore eyes. Whatever the opposite of that is, Fuckface's running back duo. Fucking Rashawn Johnson and Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams might not even play next week, too. So he's even more screwed.
Yeah,
Plus, he won, so I don't even think he gets waiver priority.
Yeah,
he doesn't. And why the fuck is J.K. Dobbins still on his IR? Just cut the man.
I think it's a personal connection.
It is.
Yeah.
Until someone else gets hurt.
Yeah. Let's move on to the closest game of the week. Good job, Fuckface. I guess your deck was, but good job.
You're dead to us.
Pat Who versus Racing with Rugs.
Let's go.
You can see the score. It was one. I guess we didn't really say the scores for the audio listeners. That's fine. Most of our views are on YouTube anyway.
Analytics
Pat
guy
Who
over here.
put up. I gotta check him. 134.3. Racing with Rugs put up 133.7.
Let's go.
With
0.5 of a point.
Brees Hall
Skin of his
fucked
teeth.
him.
Let's go.
Brees Hall is 0.9.
Brees Hall fucked him. Pat
And
Fireman.
Saquon's gonna be out probably multiple weeks.
So he's fucked.
Yeah, Cam Akers is in the doghouse right now apparently until he gets traded. So he's gonna have to be forced to start unless he picks someone up, maybe like a Kenneth Gainwell or Deontay Foreman.
Cam Akers, baby. He's coming.
He's not even until he gets traded. He's not playing.
No, he's not.
The Rams made that very clear. Yeah, good job, Bryson, with your. I think that Kyron Williams was a good move. You could have put Marquise Brown there, but you didn't, and it paid out.
I would put him
I thought about putting Marquise Brown there, and then I remember their game from last week, and I was just like, no, thank you. And Kyron Williams was good. I got lucky, and I didn't have to pick him up of waivers. I actually drafted Kyron Williams.
Smart man.
And so he's actually been really good. I think he had 10 targets this game too, which obviously
Wow.
will go down when Cooper Kupp goes back, but still, this
now.
Rams offense is just throwing the ball.
Yeah.
They're looking rather nice, I would say. Yeah, Dylan is 0-2. And it wasn't even really technically his fault. 133, you should probably win most weeks, but just better
Yeah.
competition. Moving on to the last game, Ramen from behind, and I have a Chubb. Josh went from consensus worst team to maybe the best team.
To maybe the worst team again.
to maybe the worst team again.
Even though he's
Jacob-
2-0.
Josh Jacobs is going to get exiled to Panama again, and Nick Chubb's knee is sent to the shadow realm.
Yeah.
Uh,
So looking at like what he's gonna replace those two with, or at least Nick Chubb, you
Yeah.
got David Montgomery who's hurt,
who's hurt?
Ezekiel Elliott who doesn't
Sucks.
really have a role,
And
and
no one else.
that's it.
He'll have to pick up someone.
And looking at the waiver, it is Jerome Ford. If he gets Jerome Ford, which he won't because he's 2-0.
Yeah.
Matt Breida is your best bet.
It's not great, but
Josh
Josh-
Jacobs.
Josh is resourceful. He will make the right decision, maybe.
No, the fuck he won't. I mean, he's always drafts Josh Jacobs, and they clown on him every time, and it's gonna show.
Well, I would
He's
say
like the Chris Carson of the new era.
Yeah.
did you guys also get a trade proposal from him? And
Josh?
No, I didn't.
I did.
I assume
and
he wanted a running back on my bench.
yeah, he wanted one of my running backs.
I don't have
and
running backs, so I
I told
didn't
him
get one.
that I wanted the best defense in the game.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't. Somehow I have number one waiver priority.
What?
Apparently, I didn't even see
That's
Jerome Ford. I'm using it on Tank Dell.
Tank Dell is him.
Yeah, I made the thing before Chubb got injured. So
So
I
let
put it in for Jerome
me
Ford,
let me take
'cause I
off
didn't
my
know.
waiver for Tank Dell.
Nico Collins. That's all. Josh. That's carry Josh for
Yeah.
sure.
Ramming him from behind, 90.74 again for Spencer.
The
It's
defense.
rough, man.
Spencer might be in
And his
trouble,
bench.
respectfully.
Ooh, he has Tutu Atwell and Cooper Kupp chilling.
Well, I know it wouldn't have mattered this week. He definitely should have started Tutu Atwell over Pacheco.
It wouldn't have mattered.
It would, yeah, but he has something to look forward to. I
Damian
guess.
Pierce,
I guess.
no.
Yeah, but
Trevor Lawrence, no.
it may be a rough ride for Ramen from behind.
You can't
That's
expect.
how it usually goes from behind.
Yeah. Can't expect Tyler Lockett to put up the same numbers too. It's gonna be a rough time for this
It's gonna
guy.
be an inconsistent year. I
Yeah.
feel like.
All right, let's look forward to. Well, let's look at the standings. I have a Chubb, Pat Who, TJ Trojans, and Team Watkins all 2-0. Good for them. Fuckface, Sonic and Street Football Players, Chick-fil-A, Ron from Behind, all 1-1. And Vic's Dog Servers Racing with Rugs, Owen has a Bijan, T Swifties, all 0-2.
It's very balanced.
It is.
Very balanced.
Fucking Jeremy and Bryson with their 80% chance to make the playoffs already.
Well, it's crazy. Josh is only 66 now because of
Chubb
Nick Chubb.
and Jacobs.
I mean, guess he's playing Jeremy next week. I'm gonna shut his ass down. So
Okay.
Let's go.
Josh-
as I'm projected to lose.
I play
Josh-
Spencer next week. Let's go.
Asian matchup of the century.
Asian
right
matchup
there.
of the
Yeah.
century. Give me Young Huku for
That
the
is-
week.
That's
Kim Young-hook.
Is that Japan versus Korea? Am I right?
Yes.
Look at that. Look, I know my culture. Hey, this is Justin from the future editing the podcast. I'm sorry for the worst mic quality, but we went on to say some things here that we probably shouldn't have said. So instead of just bleeping it, because it would have been like a minute-long bleep, I'm just recording this voiceover to let you know what happened. So enjoy the rest of the podcast. Goodbye. Anyways, Josh, let's move back to fantasy football.
Let's beat that out. Let's beat that one out.
Josh voiceover World War II segment.
You're gonna hear the cut.
Josh's record may be a little bit Mickey Mouse because his points against is by far the lowest out of anyone. He's put up 272. His competition's only put up 173.
He had a good week from Keenan Allen too, so that was a good week. And Nico Collins. I think Nico Collins can be relied upon. Obviously, he's not gonna put. I don't think he's gonna put up 27 every week, but he's gonna be in that.
Be Stroud's wide receiver 1.
Yeah, and he's getting a nice target share too, especially in Houston. So because Damian Pierce is bad.
That sucks. I like him a lot, but yeah,
he's a good
he's only
football
in year 2,
player,
right?
Let's move on to the matchups for next week. It will be me against 2-0 Team Watkins. We're both projected 121 point mid because I'm 5-6. Hopefully Eckler's back because turns out need him a lot more than I thought I did.
So cocky.
When Joshua Kelly moves into RB1, he turns into Najee Harris.
And that's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing. But we'll do our predictions. I think I'm going to win.
Let me see.
Not a chance.
Let me
Give me
see.
Owen.
Let me see
3
the
3-0.
Sonic team. Oh man, I thought your wide receiver depth sucks.
My wide receivers are made of glass. But hey, Gabe Davis and Adam Thielen both put up 20.
It's just
Wow.
so sad you can't play Jalen Warren in your in one of these spots. Jerry Jeudy. I don't know about Brandon Ayuk too.
He's gonna have to be all right, or else I'm not gonna be all right.
I don't think you're gonna be all right.
Let me take Justin.
Yay!
I don't think Kirk Cousins is gonna put up the same numbers he did last week, and I don't know if Joe Burrow is gonna be playing, so I don't know if T Higgins is getting the ball a lot. But this is a tough matchup, but let me take Justin.
Yay! Let's move on. T Swifty versus Vic Dogsters, both 0-2 teams. I think a different type of 0-2 teams though. One of them has got pretty unlucky, still put up good points. The other one's Noah.
Damn,
Carson. I don't want to spend too much time on this.
I don't really care.
I don't think you will ever hear us picking Noah's team from now on.
Nope. Yeah. Go ahead. We think Carson's gonna win. Yeah. TJ Trojans versus Chick-fil-A.
I'm projected to get whooped.
Yeah, and I think you will get whooped.
Bro, what?
I've seen firsthand what Jeremy's team can do to a man, and it's hard to root against that.
Oh shit! Thursday Night Football is going to be a big teller. We got McCaffrey and Daniel Jones playing. I think I am going to get whooped.
Are you picking not yourself?
I'm going to pick myself.
Okay.
Because Dalvin Cook.
You know this is a bad pick. I'm taking Jeremy's team.
You're alone on that. Let's move on.
What?
You made your choice. Set in
You
stone.
didn't make your choice.
Fuckface versus Dylan. Dylan sucks. I'm picking Dylan because
I'm still picking
he
Dylan.
didn't leave us.
I'm picking Dylan.
Fuckface projected 20 more points than Dylan.
I was gonna say, do we really need to pick Dylan? Oh my gosh,
the
line is minus 22.
Dude. I gotta come back.
I'm gonna take Dylan for the culture.
For the culture, I think Dylan.
For the record, I need to take Caden.
All right. His name was bleeped out. Let's move on to I have a Chubb versus Owen has a Bijana. I've never seen a kind of like differential between a 2-0 team and an 0-2 team, but the projected points. AJ's projected 15 more despite.
Well, he took out Nick Chubb for next week, so he doesn't have enough. He didn't put anyone in the slot. He just has an empty slot.
Okay.
Ideally, he's gonna pick up a running back projected what?
10 points.
10.
Yeah.
He's still projected to lose, and I think he will
Because he has no one on his bench. He might be playing Ezekiel Elliott next week.
Yeah.
Yikes against the Jets.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson, he broke out. I think he's going to continue to get more target share. So I think that was a good pick for him. I like AJ's team too much to pick against it. So I think AJ's going to win.
And he's got Drake London and Tyler Harding on his bench.
He's a little Falcon lover over there. Take that as you will.
It's gonna, a good thing the Falcons are doing good so far. If the Falcons start to suck, he's gonna start to suck more than he's already sucking. But
And he's
Yeah.
sucking.
he's sucking it down. So
All right.
I really don't want Josh to win, but I think, dude, how is Josh Jacobs projected 17 points after having 2 back-to-back weeks of not even having double digits? I don't even know.
I mean, who are they playing?
I'm gonna take Josh's team. I don't know. I just have a hunch. Obviously, that Cowboys defense.
It's because playing the Steelers.
Yeah,
Our
Yeah.
run defense sucks. especially without Cam Hayward.
I think George Kittle.
I-
George Kittle might have a good week. I think.
I'm going to shut up about the Steelers until we get to our NFL picks from now on.
Oh man.
So for like the 20 minutes. Ramen from behind and Pat who. I'm going to have to go with the man Bryson here. He's projected the most out of anyone this week.
Holy.
Tyreek Hill is projected 23 points.
That might be a little unrealistic.
wow. Holy shit.
But he might. No, I can't even say that's unrealistic. He can get that.
I'm just gonna say, Kyle Pitts will not be in my lineup next week.
I think we assumed that.
I will just say that flat
Hayden
out.
Hurst, it's your time to shine.
I don't think
actually.
it's gonna be Hayden Hurst either, but
Oh, God.
we're gonna.
Anyone else?
I might even keep that spot open. I don't even know. Give Spencer a chance.
Damn.
I'll give
Trash talk from
I'm,
the Asian Bowl.
I'm definitely taking the Asian Bowl.
I'm gonna have to go with.
Woo.
I'm gonna bleep that. That's kind of two people can take that as racist. So I'm gonna bleep that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
No, that's that's definitely getting bleeped out.
I will be taking my team, Pat Who.
All right.
take my team. That's
All right.
a lot better.
Let's move on to week 3 of the NFL. Should be a good week. There are rarely bad weeks in the NFL.
There's a lot of enticing matchups here, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I'm already looking. There's a lot of matchups that will tell of how teams are doing, and then there's the fucking Cowboys and Cardinals. But we'll get to that.
Started out Thursday night football. This is getting put up on a Wednesday. So tomorrow night, who do we think is pulling it out?
Tomorrow night, when you get your discounts and all from Grimaldi's and Ruby Tuesdays.
Ruby Tuesdays. Please, Grimaldi's is Friday. Ruby Tuesdays is Thursday.
My apologies.
And I guess since it's going up Wednesday, I'm going to have to go with Chick-fil-A Wednesdays.
Sponsored by my team. All right.
Giants, 49ers, Thursday night football in the Bay.
In the Bay.
I think the Niners will win pretty convincingly.
I'm so nervous for this game because Jeremy has Daniel Jones and
Oh, I
Christian
hope
McCaffrey.
it's like 70-40.
I
and
really
McCaffrey
hope you
scores
go
like
fuck
6
yourself.
touchdowns.
So I think the Niners will win quite easily, but I'm just gonna shit bricks when
I think you're kind of in a lose-lose situation because even if like the Niners, if it's a close game, then that means the Giants are going to throw a lot and Daniel Jones will probably get a lot of yards. And if it's a 49ers blowout, that means McCaffrey's going to run a lot to run out the clock. He'll get a lot of yards too.
yeah, I'm gonna
This
be
is
on
sad.
I'm gonna be on an airplane for the majority of this game. So I'm
Where are you flying to?
going to see Jeremy.
Really?
Why are you flying to Phoenix?
'Cause I don't want to drive.
It's a really cheap flight. I've already looked up tickets.
Yeah.
Cheap. Honestly, I guess it's not even a cheap drive because of how much gas costs these days.
No, I think
social issues in the SAFF.FFL podcast.
I'm flying, and when I see Jeremy, he's either gonna be depressed or freaking ecstatic. So
I will be taking
Yeah,
the 49ers.
give me the Niners.
we all say Niners. Good thing we don't have to worry about having fuckface send his picks in.
Dude,
Dead to us.
every single one of these games looks good.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
This is a good one, I think.
Falcons,
Lions.
Lions.
The
Well,
Lions had their souls absolutely crushed last week. Falcons are riding a high that can only be matched by cocaine. I think this will be.
Okay.
I think they'll continue
Oh,
off that
boy.
high. I got the 30 bird Falcons.
Your pits are so sweaty. UNLV shirt.
College of Fine Arts.
Sorry.
hopefully no one
Oh,
sees
yeah.
us after this.
No, because I
It was
was
an
also
intense
running. I was
podcast.
also running a little late because of the accident, even though I looked up and I took a different route beforehand. But
That makes it worse on your part.
when I jogged from the parking garage to the library, and that is not a short jog. So,
Oh.
and the fucking, I think we said this week 1. Podcast room is fucking warm. So
yeah,
it doesn't help.
it's
It is-
getting hot in here.
It is.
Anyways,
uncomfortable.
do you want to go back to talking football?
Yes.
Yeah, I got the Falcons.
Really?
This is a
Yeah.
good ass game.
Doubting my Lions.
You think the Falcons are gonna go to 3-0, and
Dirty
the
Birds.
Lions go to 1-2? I gotta take the Lions. I'm gonna take the Lions.
I don't even think you need to know who I'm gonna take. I will be taking the Lions.
That's completely understandable.
Yeah.
You only say that because we all know who you're taking for Sunday Night Football.
Yep.
Another enticing game: Chargers Vikings,
Both of these teams are 0-2.
and they really shouldn't be 0-2.
I mean, debatably. I think the Vikings definitely deserve to be 0-2.
Okay, both high-powered offenses, ass
Defense.
defenses. This is
And-
gonna be a good game.
And once again, kind of the story of the Charger season so far, I'm going to predict that the Vikings will get the ball last and will score, and then Staley will forget how to call the game. I'm going to have to go with the Minnesota Vikings on this one.
I have to take the
Go
Chargers.
Wow, look at this.
I-
Chargers.
Can't see a world where the Chargers are 0-3.
I can.
No
Vikings-
shit.
Till
You think the
2023.
Vikings are gonna go 0-3 then?
Yeah, one of them's got to go 0-3.
The Chargers.
And it's not
Look at
going to be
this.
Austin Eckler and Joshua Kelly.
Chargers.
It will
have-
definitely, if Joshua Kelly's number one, Eckler's out again, it will definitely be the Chargers.
That's a good point. We don't know if Eckler's playing. I'm just
questionable.
going to take the Chargers.
Chargers 4th best offense. Vikings 8th best offense. Chargers with the 32nd defense. There's no worse defense than the Chargers defense.
I'm shocked.
I want to take the Chargers.
Dang, you're just lonely.
I.
That's fine. Here's the thing, because if all of these go my way, then
All right.
That is
my record will be
true,
so good.
but
Optimism
I mean, you
story.
technically, you both are equal in your rankings right now. So, what was it? 18
we're
18 and
we're both
14?
18 and 14.
and 14.
Along with someone else who will not be named. But
He will forever stay at 18 and 14. Anyways, yeah,
Next
we-
game.
another enticing matchup.
Well,
2-0 Saints, 2-0 Packers, or I mean
Packers are
1-1
1-1.
Packers. But I think the Packers are a lot better.
I disagree. I think the Saints are better. Give me the Saints.
Really?
3-0 Saints.
3-0 Saints.
Why do you always choose the team that I'm not gonna
is the
choose? Stop
Packer-
being alone. I
It
will
is
be
the
choosing the
Packer-
Packers.
I will also be choosing the Packers.
Why do you keep doing
It's
this?
fine. Hey, it worked out last week. That obviously doesn't mean it's going to work out this week, but I like Derek Carr, what he's been doing so far. I don't
I
like what Jordan Love has been doing so far.
What?
Yeah.
No Jamal Williams. They're gonna have Taysom Hill just running the ball. You think Taysom Hill's gonna get it done next week?
Yeah.
That was very confident.
Give me the Packers. Like, I think
me the
they will win
Packers.
easily.
He's like, all right, we'll see.
Easily.
I don't think easily, but Derek Carr last week was
like
trash.
30-20.
I think no matter what, he will play up to his competition, which means he will always play decently, in my eyes.
the pick he threw though. Did you see that pick? Like
no, I did
he
not see
threw
that
it
pick.
triple.
I
It
would
was
not like
bad.
He threw it into triple coverage and he just lofted it up. Didn't even. It wasn't even. A
Someone will-
bullet, just someone will get
Someone
it.
will get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll fall.
Triple coverage. Oh my gosh.
Whatever.
Right. Not so enticing. Another AFC South just showdown.
Yeah.
Give me
I-
the Jaguars.
We agree on something. I think the Jaguars will win too.
Give me the freaking Texans, man.
Alright.
CJ Stroud getting his
what?
first win.
Someone's gonna be different, I guess.
CJ Stroud about to get
Oh.
his first win. I believe that I'm gonna get absolutely trashed on this
I
pick next
can't
week.
see the
but
Jaguars
If
losing to the
Mahomes
Texans.
and that Chiefs offense only put up 17 on the Jaguars, what is Stroud gonna do?
Watch, just watch.
All right, I'll watch. All right,
Well, I'm not
Nico
going to be watching that.
Constantine.
I'm not going to be watching
What
that
is it?
game. I'm sorry.
Tank Dell.
Tank
I love
Dell
Tank Dell.
might have a great week next week.
Might.
Might.
All right.
No.
Broncos Dolphins.
This is another enticing game.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Dolphins on this one. Dolphins look really good right now.
I think that the Dolphins didn't they do this last year too? They had like a pretty good record starting.
They
the
started off
season.
like 5-1 or something. And
Yeah.
finished 9-8.
I think nothing's really gonna be stopping the Dolphins, even though the Broncos did look okay last week. Even though
I'll take
they
the
did
Dolphins
they did
as
lose.
well.
They did lose.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. Dolphins.
Look at us.
I do think it'll be
Spirit
quite
of
close.
togetherness.
Though.
Well, this is good. This is why we have three now. 3 people.
Yeah.
So even if we are divided, it's not like we're equal on everything.
Well, in one way or another, we're all divided. But
Diversity.
Titans,
Browns.
Browns.
Wow.
I will not be watching this game.
Oh,
God.
man.
No Nick Chubb. I'll watch it for Derrick Henry.
I think I'm gonna have to pick Henry and the Titans.
Really?
Man, Tannehill, he's so inconsistent. 1 week he'll look like he did last week, throw the ball deep, throw it accurately, and then he'll throw 3 interceptions against the Saints. But I think praying that Tannehill plays well, I'm going to go in with the Titans of Tennessee.
I'm gonna take the Browns.
I want to take the Browns too because the Browns defense looked good against your Steelers. So I think I'm
The
going to
what
take
did?
the Browns defense.
Is that the Browns defense being good, or is that the Steelers offense being the
Absolute
worst?
crap.
Yeah.
And I think you think the Steelers, you think the Titans offense is going to be better?
Yeah, at least they have like a running game.
That's true.
I'm gonna take the Browns.
We're the Browns still. It's
Without Chubb?
Yeah. Just yeah.
Whatever.
Deshaun Watson, good.
And Jerome Ford? Are you kidding me? Like that's
Deshaun
Nick
Watson's going to have a
Chubb.
good week next
Nick
week.
Chubb 2.0.
All right. Bills, Commies. Gonna have to go with the Bills on this one. Commanders kind of got lucky last week, and the Bills beat the Raiders convincingly. I think the Bills get the job done at FedEx Field.
That's the shittiest grass you'll ever play on.
Mm-hmm.
I will also take the Bills.
Yeah, I'm taking
Yeah,
the Bills too.
I'll take the Bills.
I feel like Washington, they're not going to be able to run the ball as much because I think they're going to be down, so they're just going to have to be throwing the ball.
To Brian Robinson, of course.
No.
That was hopeful.
To Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel.
It was between him and Tank Dell who I wanted to pick up.
Panthers legend.
Panthers legend Curtis Samuel.
Yeah. All right, we're all
Bills.
in agreement on the Bills again. Colts, Ravens.
Ravens are gonna find a way to fuck this up.
I think if Richardson plays, I kind of like that for the Colts.
That's a fun matchup.
But even if he'll be still a little woozy, so
I mean, the Ravens had a
Shane Steichen is a damn good offensive mind. I think.
Ravens had a close call against the Texans
Well, 25-9.
at halftime. Give me the Colts.
Colts,
I'll take,
Ravens.
yeah, for the guy who's not here anymore.
Well, not that, but because the Ravens, they're a better football team, and Colts, I'm not sold on them yet. Even
I'll
though
tell you what.
they beat the Texans convincingly.
If Richardson plays, I'll take the Colts. If he's out, I will take the
Whoa.
Ravens. Is that
Can we do
allowed?
that?
No, you picked the Colts.
Give me
Moving
the
on.
Give me the Colts.
Patriots, Jets. Man,
I will not be watching this
Zach
game.
Wilson versus Mac Jones. Are you kidding?
I will not be
prime
watching
quarterback
this
duo?
game. There's games I will be watching on Red Zone, and I will not be watching.
I'm gonna just have to pick Patriots because Zach Wilson is not that guy. He proved it last week. I think the Patriots defense will stifle him.
This is a boring ass game. I'll take the Jets.
I will be taking the Jets.
All right, I'm fine with being alone.
Well, I
Never-
think the
never
Jets
scared
could
me.
be able to run the ball a little bit.
With what running game? With Dalvin Cook and Brees Hall?
Yeah, man.
Didn't work last week. I mean, Cowboys, yeah, but
They didn't even they didn't even run the ball.
Did they even have positive yardage?
They didn't even run the ball, man.
Because they were just.
They're horrible.
Zach Wilson better tie that freaking thing around his neck a little bit harder so he can make a couple throws.
He's gotta talk to Garrett Wilson every weekend.
yeah, he's got to fuck his friends' moms again because that was the only. way
What
he did it.
the fuck?
All right.
Okay.
1 o'clock
He
games.
needs to get a little excited.
Panthers, Seahawks. Give me Geno Smith and the Seahawks. Bryce Young is
Yeah.
a toddler out there.
Toddler, they're coming off a short-ish week. Short week. I will also take Seattle.
I kind of need some
Get back.
upsets, but dude, there's no way. I don't think there's any way
Panthers
the Panthers
offense.
win.
Ugh, just doesn't look
Yeah,
good.
the Panthers offense is just not really enticing to me right now, and especially because they can't
Takes a lot
throw
to
the
entice
ball.
Bryson.
I will say Seahawks defense, both games they let up 30 or more points.
Seahawks defense is 31st in the league, but
Panthers
Panthers passing is 32nd, but their rushing is 9th
Jesus.
at least. So that brings their offense to 28th in the league. Shoot. I have
think
Kenneth Walker. Let me take Seahawks.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all agreed?
Oh boy,
Man, I think this next game is America's game of the week.
is it actually?
I think I'm
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it.
What do you mean?
What? I'm talking about.
Cowboys Cardinals should totally be the game of the week.
Of course. But
These are some ass 1 o'clock games.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm gonna call this America's beatdown of the week with the Bears.
Are you
Chiefs.
are you actually? I mean,
Talking about Bears Chiefs here.
Cardinals really should be, but
I mean, they're both America's beatdown of the week. I
yeah.
think this 1 o'clock window is America's beatdown of the week.
There's only 3, and they're all freaking terrible.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs. I mean, even if their offense didn't explode against the Jaguars, I think that was kind of fluky. I think they'll get back and dominate the Bears. Won't
Yep.
be very close.
Yep.
Yep. All right, we all agree.
Can't take
Rizzo.
Bears.
Yeah. Absolutely not. Anyone want to be different and pick the Arizona Cardinals? This
I'm
week?
taking the Cardinals. I
I-
mean, it's their chance
For what?
to win a road game in their own home stadium.
Oh, you think Steelers fans infiltrate that stadium? That's basically going to be a Cowboys home game.
That's true.
3-0 Cowboys,
Yes.
0-3 Cardinals.
Yes,
It just sounds
that sounds right.
Give me the Cardinals.
Caleb Williams to the Cardinals.
Give me Joshua Dobbs, baby.
All right. Give me the actual good team. Give me the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I don't blame you.
Sunday night football. Man, have I been waiting to talk about this matchup. I will be there personally. I will be yelling "Fire Canada" just as the Steelers fans did in Pittsburgh. Josh Jacobs, he is a child compared to our front defensive line that isn't very good right now. That kind of sucks in the run game. But we will stifle him because I believe in the power of Steeler football. Hopefully, somehow, Matt Canada gets his brain switched with Bruce Arians or something, so we can think of a good offensive game plan. Hopefully, Najee Harris can get more than 2 yards of carry. Hopefully, Jalen Warren is involved more. Hopefully, Pat Fryermuth is involved more. He over 2 weeks, 2 catches. He should really be involved more because he's a damn good tight end. Even with Deontay Johnson now, I still like George Pickens, still like Calvin Austin in that receiving game, still like Allen Robinson in that receiving game. I think the Raiders defense is not very good. Give me your Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Just like a repeat of last week.
Yeah.
But how well did that work out for you last week?
Actually, I don't know. I just said that because it'd be funny, but
Jimmy Garoppolo's a porn star fucker.
my mom's.
I
in
don't
love
respect
with him.
those.
My mom's in love with Jimmy Garoppolo, but
Give me the Raiders. This is what I was planning all along.
Give-
Hopefully, this is my get back. This is my get back game. Raiders win. Cowboys win. You guys take 2 L's.
no, I'm
Give me
gonna
the
take.
Raiders.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders.
Can you give me any analytical reasons as to why you're taking the Raiders?
Um,
Because it's in
Devontae
Las
Adams.
Vegas.
I legitimately think Devontae Adams will cook
There's probably more Steelers fans here than
the
Raiders fans.
Steelers. Doesn't matter.
It
That
does not
that was
matter.
the first good point I've heard you make all day.
It is an NFL game, and Devontae Adams will go for over 150 yards.
I don't think that bad.
Give me the-
90 yards.
Give me the Raiders.
All right. Find myself alone once again. Never bothered me. Another Monday
Seems
night
like it's kind of
doubleheader.
bothering you.
How do you feel about this?
I don't
Monday?
like the Monday night doubleheader
I-
because
Yeah.
especially since they're going on at the same time. and
Everyone's flipping. You just have to flip.
Is
I
this
guess.
Well-
gonna continue or
I don't know.
No,
maybe
it's
a
not.
thing.
Probably
No.
until bye weeks start.
it's not next week?
Well, I think teams have bye weeks.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Don't look too far ahead.
I think this is the
Eagles-
last week they're doing it.
Eagles Buccaneers, 2 good 2-0 teams. This is a rematch of 2021 wild card or divisional playoff when Brady went to the Super Bowl.
It's not going to be the same result though.
I agree with you on that one, Braeden. I think Jalen Hurts will get the job done. I think DeAndre Swift will get consistent. He hasn't been consistent for 2 weeks. I think this is the week he gets consistent, puts up another 100-yard rushing game. That Eagles offensive line is damn good. And the Buccaneers defensive line and defense in general is really good. But I just like the Eagles that much more. Give me Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds.
Yeah, I agree with all those points. I'll take the Eagles, even though I'm curious to see how Baker will do in primetime finally.
That's true. When was the last time he
Because-
played a prime? Well, he played for the Rams last year in a primetime game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Sucked.
And, well, no, didn't they have that game winner? That game winning drive, I remember.
That may have happened. I don't remember.
I
Last season was a
he
blur. I
did
didn't pay
something
that
where
much
he
attention.
just was on top of the world for 2 days and then he regressed again like he always does. I think this is
Thoughts?
the game he regresses and throws for 120 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks.
Thoughts, Bryson?
I will finally acknowledge all of your points, and I'll be taking the Eagles too.
We all agree, surprisingly, because these are 2-2-0 teams, even though.
Bro, come on.
different kind of 2-0.
All right, Super Bowl 7 rematch.
I don't even know.
Rams Bengals.
This is an interesting one.
I
Will not be watching. Well,
Yeah.
once Eagles Buccaneers ends, I'll probably be watching.
I'm just gonna try and say that Joe Burrow is not gonna be playing next week, and I think that the Rams will be taking it because I think the backup for the Bengals has never thrown an NFL pass.
Is he
and
not
has-
playing?
He has 0 completions. No, that's if Joe Burrow is
Burrow
playing.
re-aggravated the calf.
Yeah.
that put him
So
out
he
for
said
the
it's
season.
very hard to the head coach said it's very hard to say if he will be playing.
So if he
and
plays,
their
he's gonna
backup has
be
0 completions in his career.
God, he's so hot.
So I'll be taking the Rams. Go Kyron Williams. I love that man.
I just can't see this Bengals team going 0-3. I don't care who the fuck is behind there at quarterback. Their weapons are too good. Hopefully Joe Mixon does more than he's done the past 2 weeks combined. I like the Bengals in this matchup. They usually play decently on Monday Night Football, at least when they play the Steelers. What the fuck? Browning?
Washington.
Oh my
Legends.
fucking Jake Browning?
Jake
Oh
Browning.
my god. That man was in college for like 6 years.
I'm just telling
What
you, man.
the?
All right, I don't give a shit about Cincinnati.com. Anyways, give me the Cincinnati Bengals. I think it's not really an upset, but they have the worst record. Thoughts, Braeden?
I want to take the Rams, dude.
Then take the Rams, dude.
Give me the Rams.
Woo!
All right, that concludes.
This could either go
our
really
picks.
good or really bad this
It's
week.
gonna be
We'll see.
good for
It's-
one of us.
Well, probably you two were more in common with each other than I was.
Yeah, we're going down together.
Yep.
Can look at some
right.
some injuries
Let's,
around the league.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Bryson had
forgot
your
injuries.
top 10 list.
I did have-
We talked about injuries enough. I think let's do our top 10 list and let's get out of here because I don't know. I think there are people coming in like in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Let's go back to week 2 for these top 10 rankings. QBs. Your QB1 was Daniel Jones with
He was.
30.74.
That's why he was the highest PFF rated guy.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Kirk Cousins is second with 28.56. This is his second week in a row in the top 10. Russell Wilson 25.92. Joshua Dobbs with 25.22. Jalen Hurts with the same 25.22. Josh Allen 23.66. Geno Smith 23.12. Jared Goff 22.92. Lamar Jackson 22.88. And Justin Herbert 22.2. Also the second time he's in the top 10.
I'm not too surprised with what has happened.
Oh, and also honorable mention to CJ Stroud with 21.46. He went 30 for 47, 384 yards and 2 touchdowns. 384 was the leading passer for that last week. We'll go on to running backs. Brian Robinson, 28.9.
My guy.
Kyron Williams, 20. Second week he's on this top 10 list. Saquon Barkley, 27.2. DeAndre Swift, 27.1. Raheem Mostert, 25.7. Jerome Ford, 24.1.
He only played for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Waiver wire.
Christian McCaffrey, 22.5, his second week on the top 10 list. Rashad White, 21.3. Bijan Robinson, 21.2. And Zach Moss with 20.7. We'll head on to wide receivers. Keenan Allen with 31.1. Puka Nakua, 30.1. Second time on the list. Mike Evans, 29.1. T. Higgins with 28.9. Nico Collins, 27.7. Tyler Lockett, 25.9. CeeDee Lamb, 25.3. Justin Jefferson, 24.9. My guy, Josh Reynolds, 23.6.
God.
That is not being
Devontae
repeated.
Smith, 23.1. This was a good week for pass catchers, just in
Yeah.
general.
Definitely not for running backs.
A lot better than week 1 where it was Tyreek Hill, Brandon Ayuk, and then no one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I have 2 honorable mentions for this one. Christian
Oh.
Kirk, 11 receptions, 110 yards, 14 targets, 21.96. He threw for 1 catch for -1 yards. So at least it was a completion. And also Marvin
at him
Mims,
go.
2 receptions, 113
Fuck
yards,
him.
1 touchdown for 20.3. Good on the Broncos offense.
I don't care if he donates to charities or anything. Stop stealing Jerry Judy's stats.
All right. Tight ends, TJ Hawkinson with 25.6, his second time on the list. Hunter Henry, 17.2, also his second time. Mark Andrews, 15.5. Darren Waller, 13.6. Travis Kelce, 12.6. Evan Ingram, 11.7. Zach Ertz, 11.6. Sam Laporta, 11.3. Kyle Granson, 10.6.
Guy's
and
first career touchdown.
Yeah, Logan Thomas, 10.2. Kyle Granson is on the Colts. And also say
Wow.
Taysom Hill, he threw for 1 yard,
I don't count.
yeah, 1 catch, 8 yards, 9 carries for 75. He will be on your waiver wire because I feel like Jamal Williams will be out next week.
All right.
Defenses, Steelers, 23
sir.
points.
It
Best.
was just Alex
defense.
Highsmith and TJ Watt.
Yep. Buccaneers with 19. Cowboys with 16. Their second time on the list. Bills, Dolphins, and Chiefs all with 11. Seahawks with 10. Saints, Browns, and Commanders with 9. We'll move on to kickers. Brandon Aubrey, 18. Jake Moody with 14. Young
my
Ho
guy.
Koo, my guy. Asian Bowl 2023.
What'd you call him?
Young Ho Koo.
I thought it was Young Weiku.
No Koo.
No,
No clue. My bad.
No clue.
I thought
I
that was
didn't even.
intentional.
No, I didn't even
I
do
was
that
about to start
intentionally. Brett Maher with 13, Jake Elliott, Chris Boswell with 12, Justin Tucker, Dicker the kicker, Brandon McManus, and Nick Folk with 10.
All right.
And that concludes your top 10.
And I think that
rankings.
concludes our time here. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for listening and or watching. We're looking for a replacement for Fuckface. If you go to UNLV or in the Las Vegas area,
Or don't care about your life.
shoot me a DM because you know me, maybe. If you don't, go to hell.
Okay.
Wow. Jesus
That's how
Christ.
we.
That's
That's how we
end
don't
it.
find
how
a
we end it.
replacement.
All right. Goodbye.